There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name. Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino Is the Name, and in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about building a home with the VA construction loan. So there's other ways that you can build a house with a VA loan, and that's usually the way most people go, but the VA construction loan is one that's not so popular or known about. It's not as used as the traditional VA loan, which you can still build a house. Say, for the house that I'm in right now, I built this house using a VA loan, but I did not have a VA construction loan. So let me explain the difference, right? Okay, so in this is a neighborhood being developed by D.R. Horton, right? So D.R. Horton had went out and they acquired a construction loan, which they used to, build these houses, to lay the foundation, to buy the materials, to hire the contractors. And so they used a construction loan. So they had to go out and get the construction loan, not me. I had the VA loan. So they allowed me to come in and make decisions and things like that, and pick out which house I wanted to buy. But they basically had the construction loan and not me though, right? I'm the end buyer, right? So they built it to my specs knowing that I had plans to purchase. So with the VA loan, I'm able to buy it without having to get a construction loan. And not a lot of lenders actually do the VA construction loan. Now, can you get a VA construction loan? Yes. Can you build a house? Can you basically go get a construction loan with a VA loan? Absolutely. But very few lenders I've seen actually offer it. So the lender that I used was Caliber Home Loans, and I don't believe they had the VA loan. But most of the lenders that I spoke to, they don't actually have it, but I did speak to a couple VA construction loan lenders, and they kind of walked me through what that process is. Now, so the traditional VA loan is not a construction loan. So once you get a construction loan, there's a lot of things you need to know because you're essentially building a custom home. And, most people don't have, I guess, the know-how or anything like that to go out and just build a home like that. So most banks won't give you a loan on a construction loan, or it requires a large down payment. But the VA construction loan allows you to buy land and the house with no money down, so long as it's below a certain amount, right? Because you still have your loan limits, and they would be the same loan limits as it would be if you were just buying a traditional house, which I guess they say the VA loan has no limit, like it's unlimited loan, but up to a certain amount, you wouldn't have to put money down. Above that amount, you'll have to put 10% down. So let's say, I don't know the exact number, but let's say Atlanta, right? Let's say in Atlanta, you can build up to $625,000, no money down with the VA loan. Same as with the VA construction loan. They'll let you build up to $625,000, no money down, but that would be the acquisition of the land and the building costs or whatever. So that's going to be, all of that has to be inside of that amount. And the lender that I spoke to, they said it would be, they would buy land up to $250,000 for acquisition, of course, and below, right? So you can purchase land up to $250,000 worth of land to build on, and they do it all together. So they'll be buying the land and the house. And what's interesting about the VA construction loan is, when I was looking at doing it, because I'm still kind of looking at doing it, but when I was looking at doing it, my thing was, they asked me if I was going to sell this house or my other houses or whatever. And so were they going to sell this house or the other house and, then try to move after I sell it? Or what was the plan? And I said, well, I wouldn't sell it now because I wouldn't know where I'm going to go, because what if I don't close after I get done building this house? And he was like, no, it's different. See, in this process, I was building this house and I still had to go to closing, and it was a chance that I may not close based off of credit or based off of financial stuff or whatever it was. There's still a chance that you may not close even though you've chosen a house and you've specified what you wanted and things like that. It's a possibility that you don't close, or you could be stuck trying to move into that house. But a VA construction loan, you actually close on the house at the beginning. When they purchase the land, the house actually is all that stuff is automatically purchased. So you close in the beginning before the house is even built. So you don't have to worry about what if I'm not going to be able to move into that house, or what if I'm not going to be able to close, because you close in the beginning of the loan. It's very interesting. All right, so they said up to $250,000 for the land acquisition. So let's say you have a $625,000 window. 10% of that, you might as well just take out of that budget, that $625,000. You would just take out $62,000, or let's just say take out $65,000 of that, and just sit that to the side out of that $625,000. Because 5% is going to go towards, I think it's the material variations. In case the materials become more expensive or less expensive, they go ahead and take out 5% just for that. And then there's another about 5% or something like that for other fees and associated situation with that. So let's just say about 10% of whatever the loan is automatically taken out. All right. So after that, you're left with, okay, let's say 625, you took out 60,000. Let's say you had five. I don't want to say five. Let me try. I don't want to say 60 even. It was about 65. So you subtract the 65, or whatever the amount is, subtract the 65, which is actually probably more than, I'm overestimating here. But just for rough estimate, you take the 65 out, and then you subtract the land cost, right? So if it's $200,000 in land, and let's say you're at 560 or so, right? Let's just say you're around 560 after you take out the 60 something thousand, right? Let's say it's 560. At 560, you subtract the land cost, which is, let's say the land was 200,000. So you at 560 minus 200,000, you have $360,000 that you can build with, right? So once you have $360,000 you can build with, now you got to factor in what materials you were planning on using and how much it's going to cost you per square foot. So let's say it costs you $160 per square foot. So then you'll take the 360 and you'll divide that by $160 per square foot, and that'll tell you about the size of the property or the house that you can build. Now, if your land cost is only $50,000, then you would just take the $50,000 from the 560, and you'll be about 510, and then you'll divide that. Let's say your building cost is $145 a square foot. You divide that into that 510, and then you'll get that square foot. But you're going to be talking to, like, of course, your contractor to figure out and picking the house plans and materials that you're going to want. But you'll be picking all of that stuff out. But that's basically how the VA construction loan works. Now, let's say you wanted to build, let's say in my situation, right? And, well, I'm going to give you a roundabout situation that I'm in. So I have two houses currently under my VA loan. And I still have $300 and something thousand of availability still in my VA loan or something like that. Close to 400,000, but let's say 300 and some thousand, right? So I still have 300 and some thousand that I can use to build another house that's still part of my VA umbrella or whatever. And so with that amount of money, I would subtract what, let's say the 625, let's say Atlanta limit is 625. I would subtract the 625 from that and from what I already use in my VA loans. And out of that, I would subtract, let's say out of that difference, that is what I can build for no money down, right? But let's say that's 300 and something thousand. If I build a house that's 400,000 and I got 300,000 no money down, that 400,000, the extra 100,000, I would have to put 10% down for whatever is above the amount that I have availability. So that's how you would do that. So if I wanted to build a $400,000 house, it would cost me 10% down instead of, whatever. But if I build it at the $300,000 with everything, with the land and everything, then it would be no money down. So that's just kind of how it works. So if you got a $200,000, so if I, instead of building a $300,000 house, I build a $500,000 house, then I would have to come out of pocket $20,000 because I would have to put 10% down for every amount above that amount. So 10% of 200,000 is 20,000. So there you go. Anyway, right now you're watching Casino is the Name. If you find any value in this video, like, share, comment, and subscribe. We are out. Hey, yo, what's going on? Right now you're watching Casino is the Name. And if you wanted to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot, Hot Shot Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. The link will be in the description below. Go get that. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty. Me
and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the streets. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap.
You say you want to be successful. Well, what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I caught the bus at Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the Name.